G'day folks. Well, this is going to be an interesting little video. It actually excites me a little bit because I've only really understood the real benefits of an aluminium head, with the aluminium heads that I've got on my engine. Now, there are a couple of obvious benefits there, which is, for me anyway, it's the weight, which was a huge benefit, roughly just on half the weight of a cast head, and of course performance, due to the manufacturers offering better port designs and all the rest of it. But there's a couple of other ones that some of you guys might know about or sort of don't realise, and it actually only came to me, all came to me there a few months ago, and the benefits of them are quite amazing when you start to dive deep a little bit on it and get a real true understanding of how good aluminium is. Now, first off, you really, to get a full benefit from it, you really need a top-notch efficient cooling system. Your radiator has to work exceptionally well to capitalise on the efficiency of the aluminium heads. You see, the aluminium head will heat exchange water, will pull heat from the motor at such a rate, but you need a fantastic cooling system to really benefit from it. And if you can achieve that, you're going to have an incredible heat exchange go on in the top half of your motor. Okay, so you can, what does that tell you? That means you can really lean on a motor for an extended period and get rid of that heat. And that's why they say, rule of thumb, you can go up a few degrees in timing, just in general terms, on an aluminium head. But you need a fantastic, incredible cooling system to take advantage of it. The other benefit is oil. You see, I don't have any, and this is what I really started to discover the benefit of it pulling heat out of your oil. I've got no restrictors running in the top of the engine, so I get huge amounts of oil flooding the tops of the valve train, which is what I want. I didn't want to restrict the oil coming up because I needed to act as a cooling for my springs, my valve springs. But what does that tell you? The benefit there is, if you get this huge amount of oil flooding up into the heads, well, you're going to get a cooling effect through the oil. So the oil gets heat pulled out of it through the aluminium head, gets transferred into the head. Well, then you've got the water pumped in there under pressure. It gets soaked straight into that water because it's a cooler temperature, and you can circulate that back out to your rad, exchange that heat, pull it out, and that cycle continues. So you get this amazing heat transfer through the aluminium head. If you can keep your oil cool, not having to put on external oil coolers, at the minute I don't need to run one because it seems to be, the trick is I'm holding incredible oil pressure, and the oil is not really even really coming to a huge temp because my cooling system is so efficient now at working. It's actually kept the temperature of the motor completely, unbelievably so low. See, cast heads won't do that. They just don't offer that heat exchange. I could have a fantastic cooling system but still run a hot motor. So it took me a little bit to figure it all out, but it all just came to me there a few months ago when I was driving down at the track, testing and leaning on that engine. that the aluminium head does a little bit more than you actually realise, and that's what I'm sort of getting at. It's an incredible product, the aluminium, and to have such a mass of aluminium sitting on top of your combustion chambers, pulling heat from the cylinders everywhere it can, and then you can exchange that heat through your radiator. It's an incredible thing. And I think if you are leaning on a motor for an extended period, aluminium is a no-brainer. You have to go aluminium. You cannot get away with cast heads beating on a motor at an extended period, because you just don't get that heat exchange. And for me, learning all this stuff and picking up on it through trial and error and through real-world experiences is a real... it's just exciting learning about it, guys, and this is what I want to pass on to you. I'm testing this stuff and learning from it, and yes. So aluminium heads in my book are incredible value for money, not only for power, for weight, but for pulling heat out of your motor and keeping your oil cool, providing you have a really well sought out radiator and cooling system. And that's paramount for the alloy heads to work their magic. And if you can do that, well, you've got an incredible little cooling system. Alright folks, well I hope that sort of sheds a bit of light on the benefits of the alloy heads. I know they work like a beast for me, and I absolutely love them. So until next time guys, I'll put one up soon. I'll catch you later.